Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Lucia and today I'm sharing with you my go-to tarot decks of 2025. I use a lot more decks than this, but these are like my top 8 tarot decks. Okay, so we're going to start with the Thoth Tarot by Aleister Crowley and Lady Frida, who is the artist who painted these cards actually under his supervision. And this deck is the larger size. It comes in the green box. I also have regular size and I use all of them. I have 3 versions of it. And I have been using this deck for a few years. I've been reading and studying about it. And the more I use it, the more I fall in love with it. I'm learning more about this deck every day and I have been reaching for this more than my other go-to deck, and this is becoming my #1 deck, and I use it for client readings, I use it for myself personally, and I use it on my channel. You will see this deck on my channel a lot. I feel like it's a very good reader between the colors, the shapes, and the astrology symbols. There's so much to go with here. There's so much to see, and it's a Golden Dawn theme deck. And I find I get beautiful readings with this, and the artwork is beautiful. Clients do love this tarot deck. They love the colors on it. It is really something unique, and I feel like Crowley, whether you love him or you don't, he gave us a gift with this tarot deck. So I feel like I can go deeper with the meanings when I read with these cards. So this is the first one I'm sharing. Look at this magus, so beautiful. So of course I have to share with you my other go-to, which has been with me for a while, and you can see how worn it is. This is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it is called the Vintage Borderless deck by Tarot Dark Forest, or Dark Forest Tarot from Etsy. This is not shiny at all. It's a matte, it's a little darker. It did not come this worn out. You know, it had this like vintage look to it, but it looked a lot newer than this, and you can see how much I used this. This one has been with me through my ups, my downs. It has been a beautiful reader for when I read for other people as well. I read this when I use it for clients, and sometimes you'll see me using it on YouTube. Right now I'm reaching more for the Thoth than the other decks, but sometimes I do use this on YouTube, and this has been an amazing reader for me, my personal experience. I'm clairvoyant, and I see things when I read with this. I see more than what's on the artwork. And so this is a very special deck, and I'm still grabbing it. I still reach for it, and it is my lightest deck. Easy to shuffle, really feels nice in the hands. You know, one of my top favorites and still one of my go-tos. The Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. And these are the backs. This tarot deck I trimmed. I cut off the borders. It had a white border around the back, the blue back. And I just, you know, it was beautiful the way it was, but something made me want to trim it. I seen different videos on this, and I saw a couple of trimmed videos on this, and I was like, I have to trim my deck. And this was not an easy job for me to modify, but I love it. And this has become a really nice reader for me. I have like a special bond with this deck. It is I feel like this gives me the vibes of like a friend who gives me guidance and lets me know what's going on. I feel like the soft colors and the faces, they're so pale, you know, the faces, there's not a lot of color in the faces. They're like, everything else there's color, but the faces are so pale, but they're very expressive. And I love that. And I love how the colors pop without the borders. And this has been a special deck for me, beautiful reader. And look at this Tower card. I love every single card. It's very unique. I was not drawn to this deck at first, but then I started to see it. I started to see videos of it, and something made me, you know, think about it again. And then I decided to purchase it, and I don't regret it at all. It's really a wonderful deck. And sometimes I use this on my YouTube channel. Tarot of the Holy Spectrum by Chase Flores. I got this directly from the website. And these are the backs. nice matte back, and then we have this beautiful matte black edging on the sides, which I really love. And I love the colors on this deck. There is a color system that really works with this deck. It is very talkative. I feel like it's a beautiful tool to use for tarot readings. It makes sense to me. It speaks to me. The artwork is very unique. What I love about it is also, besides the color and the beautiful artwork and how talkative it is, I really love the that it's unique and that it is not too feminine and not too masculine. Like, I feel like this is a beautiful, balanced tarot deck with the artwork and the colors and the art, you know, everything. Oh my, it also feels wonderful in the hands. The box is beautiful. It does not come with a guidebook. I feel like the cards talk, you know, they speak. But if you're new to tarot, you know, of course, it would be good to maybe buy a book, you know, a guidebook, you know, buy a regular tarot deck to study it, or just purchase a book to study it. But I feel like the artwork talks in a different way. It's very talkative, but it does it in a different way. And I really love this deck. I use it for myself, but I use it more so for the channel when I do readings on YouTube. And I'm really loving it, and I'm hoping to work more with it. And this is really starting to become one of my very top favorites. It could be in the top 3. Tarot of the Holy Spectrum, Mirrored Holographic Edition by Chase Flores. I also got this from the website. These are the beautiful backs. They're like mirrored backs with holographic effect on there. And then we have this beautiful silver gilding on the sides. And here are the beautiful cards. And I fell in love with this deck as well as the regular version of it. It has more brighter colors and it pops like electric. And I really love the vibe of this deck. I feel like this has a brighter energy, and it's really beautiful. And again, the color system, when you use the cards, they speak. The way the cards communicate together in the readings, I really love. So very unique, very different, beautiful energy. I love the artwork. So most of the cards the artwork is similar to the Tarot of the Holy Spectrum, the first, you know, the other version, the one that I showed before. But some of these cards are a little bit different. And I really love how this deck was created. I love this Two of Swords, one of my favorites. And I'm really having a lot of fun reading with it, and I get beautiful reads from this. This Queen of Swords is one of my favorites of all. So a beautiful read, a great tool to have for tarot readings. Looking forward to working more with this deck. The Mystic Palette Tarot Deck by Cairo Marchetti. It's called the Muted Edition or the Vintage Edition. This is such a beautiful deck. It caught my eye. The cards are a little bit bigger, almost like an oracle size card. That's the back's beautiful. Something about this color theme really pulled me in, and I really love this deck. It does have astrology symbols in there, and I love how it shows the elements in the minor arcana. I love every card, and there's something about Cairo's artwork that is like magic to me. There is some kind of magic that he does. I love what he does with his tarot decks. There is some kind of light that comes out, you know, these cards like illuminate. Every deck that I have of the cards, I feel the artwork is like illuminated the way he does what he does, like magic with the artwork. It is so beautiful. I feel that every card tells a story. I feel like this is my storyteller deck. I look at a card and I can see a story in here. And I really love that. I love that you see dragons for wands. Like, you really see the elements. And beautiful star card. Gorgeous cards. And I love how you see tarot cards in some of these cards. And I think that's brilliant. Just beautiful. The Four of Wands. It's just so beautiful with the dragons. The Lovers, the Two of Wands. I love it. The Death card, another tarot card in there. And I love the World card. I hope I should have pulled those out. The Hermit is just so beautiful. Here it is, the World card. We see the Fool coming back. You know, it's like he's at the end of the journey, completed a cycle, and he's coming back. And I love that. I'm going from the Fool to the World card. Beautiful Empress card. So nature, you know, based. It's just gorgeous. The Moon. I really love this deck, and I love, you know, you see me using this on the channel. I use it for personal readings sometimes and on the channel. And beautiful reader, and each card tells a story. That's what I love about it. The Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I love this deck. This is the back. I have the Lightseers deck, but I don't really grab that one so much. I tend to go towards this one. This is probably my most used Chris Ann deck. It's my go-to. Page of Voices. The voices are the swords. The inspiration are the wands. Materials are the pentacles. And emotions are the cups. Look at this Queen of Voices, just beautiful. This is a very feminine deck. You see a lot of flowers here, and the Ace of Materials. And the Muses are the kings, and they are, you know, the artwork is in a different direction. It's in like a landscape instead of portrait like the other cards. And I love that. And I love the artwork. I find this deck to be very positive reader. I feel like this is the light in the dark. This is when I want the light message, a light message, you know, during the heavy times. I reach for this deck, and this does it for me. The Muse of Inspiration. It's just so gorgeous. I feel like the messages are so positive. And it's the card that gives you strength. It's the card that gives you inspiration. It's the card that gives you motivation. It's the card that brings me back to, you know, who I am. And I really love it. The Tower card. Very unique. I've had this deck for a while, but it was not one of my first decks. I waited to purchase this. I was like, I don't need this. You know, I have the other one. And then something was calling me, you know, to go to it. This is the Seven of Inspiration, and I love the Seven of Wands. I love it. It is a great way of seeing the meaning of the card. The Three of Emotions, just beautiful. I love the Six of Voices. Like, every card is done really nice. There might be one card here that I'm like, you know, it took me a minute to understand it, but when I read the book and then I got it. I think it's the Five of Inspiration, that card. I don't know if it's going to come up. Ten of Voices, beautiful. I love this. It's like lifting up from the bottom. You know, it's like it's time to, you know, come up from that. So I really love this. Great reader. Four of Emotions. Like, you really capture the feeling of the cards. Nine of Voices. Beautiful, stunning, and very, I don't know. It just makes me feel good. It brings the color back into, you know, it brings the color back into when things feel like there is no color, there is no light, you know, and I really love that. Two of Inspiration. What a wonderful card. So another favorite and another go-to. The Rider Tarot Deck Mini, and this is my Rider-Waite-Smith Mini Tarot Deck. And it matches the one that I learned on, and the card stock is really nice. And I had to include this mini because I do reach for this. This is one of my go-tos, especially at night when I'm feeling tired and I don't want to do like grab the big cards. I just reach for this one and it does the job. And I also have another one that I keep in my bag when I go out. I carry the other mini exactly like this one in my purse. And so sometimes I do readings and with that, and it's a great reader, and I love it. I love the colors. I love the size. I can shuffle it easy, no problem. I get flyers. It's such a great deck, and I really am so happy that I got it, and I use it more than I thought I would. I really do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.